Welcome to You Say You Want a Revolution, a social studies game for upper elementary focusing on knowledge of the American Revolution. In this game, students take on the role of delegates to the Continental Congress. The Declaration of Independence has been written, but remains unsigned. British soldiers are on their way, and if all 13 states aren't united and ready to fight against them together, the revolution will be over before it has a chance to start. The Declaration is up on the wall, but the pen is locked in the box, and students need to get it out and sign the Declaration before the soldiers arrive. For this game, you will need the large lockbox and hasp, locked with the 4 standard locks, the word lock, directional lock, 4-digit lock, and key lock, the small lockbox with 3-digit lock, the invisible ink marker and UV flashlight, an internet-connected device such as a Chromebook or a laptop, and the hint cards. To set up your locks, set the 4-digit lock to 1210, the word lock to bands, BANDS, the directional lock to up, down, right, left, the 3-digit lock to 261. To play this game, you will need all of these resources. First, print out the unsigned declaration. If you have access to a poster printer, it's fun to print it out poster size, but it's not necessary in order to run the game. Also, print out the Founding Fathers' portraits, troop movements, key clue, Founding Fathers facts, the link to the map clue, and the original flag clue. Use the invisible ink marker to write total combined age of all 7 on the day the Declaration of Independence was signed, underneath the chart on the Founding Fathers facts. Flip the original flag clue over, and on the back, in regular black ink, write the number of stars and the number of stripes represent how many original colonies there were. Underline the words number of stars and number of stripes. Underneath that, use the invisible ink pen to add minus the ones that contain an X. Flip the flag back over to the front, and use the invisible ink pen to put an X inside one of the stars and 3 of the white stripes. You may then wish to laminate the Founding Fathers' portraits, troop movements, the link to the map clue, and the original flag, so they stay in good shape and can be used over and over. Place these things around the room. The Founding Fathers' portraits up on the walls, the unsigned declaration up on the board at the front of the room, the troop movements, the key behind a bookshelf, the original flag clue, and the Founding Fathers' facts. Place the link to the map clue and the key clue inside the 3-digit lockbox, and also place this somewhere in the room. Students are trying to get a pen out of the large lock box. You can use any pen, but it might be fun to get a feather quill pen. When the game starts, you will point out the unsigned declaration on the board. Explain to the students that British soldiers are on their way and that they need to get the pen out of the box so they can sign the declaration before they get there. Hand the students the UV flashlight and tell them this might help them in their attempts. To open the 3-digit lock, students will need to find the Founding Fathers facts somewhere in the room. When they shine the UV flashlight on it, they'll see the clue, total combined age of all 7 on the day the Declaration of Independence was signed. But students will also see that the birth date column is blank. They'll need to get that information from the 7 Founding Fathers portraits that are hanging on the walls. Each one contains birth and death dates at the bottom. Students will have to use the birth dates to figure out how old each of the Founding Fathers was on July 4th, 1776. The combined total is 261, and 261 is the combination that opens the 3-digit lockbox. Inside the box, students will find the link to the map clue, along with the key clue. To find the key, students will need to solve the key clue. There are 6 clues running along the top edge reading down, and 6 running along the left edge reading across. To use these, students will have to apply their knowledge of the American Revolution. For example, the first clue reads, King Blank II was the King of England during the American Revolution. The answer is George, and students will have to cross off the G, E, O, R, G, and E in the row next to the clue. Once the students have done this for all 12 clues, they will have crossed off 2 letters in each box, one for the horizontal clue at the beginning of its row, and one for the vertical clue at the top of its column. This leaves 1 letter in each box, and when read left to right, top to bottom, they spell out, the key is on the floor behind the bookshelf. To open the directional lock, students need to start by using an internet-connected device to type in the link they found in the 3-digit box. This will take them to a Google My Map called Revolutionary War Battles, on which 5 famous battle locations have been marked. Clicking on one will show the battle's name and date. Also at the top, students will see a picture depicting that battle. Clicking on the picture opens up a larger version of it that's been cropped inside an arrow-shaped frame. By putting the battles in chronological order and looking at the arrow frames for each picture, students will learn the directional lock combination, which is up, down, right, left. To open the word lock, students will first need to find the troop movements, which has been placed somewhere in the room. At the top is a report of enemy troops stationed in 4 different locations in Virginia, New York, South Carolina, and Delaware. On the map, these 4 states are colored green, blue, green, and red, respectively. This color combination will open the color lock, which will reveal the Declaration draft image. This image shows a draft of the first sentence of the Declaration, along with a note from Thomas Jefferson explaining that there's one word he's not happy with and he intends to change it in the final draft. Students will have to compare the first sentence on the draft with the first sentence on the unsigned declaration to discover which word has changed. In the final draft, the word ties has been changed to bands, and BANDS is the combination that will open the word lock. To open the 4-digit lock, students will need to find the original flag clue, which has been placed somewhere in the room. They will notice that on the back is written the number of stars and the number of stripes represent how many original colonies there were. The underlined sections seem to reveal a combination of 1313, but this will not open the lock. If they shine the UV flashlight on the back, they will notice that underneath the visible clue, in invisible ink, it says, minus the ones that contain an X. On the front of the flag, also in invisible ink, one of the stars contains an X and 3 of the stripes contain an X. This leaves 12 stars and 10 stripes, so the 4-digit lock combination is 1210. At this point, all 4 locks are off, and students will be able to open the box and get the pen. Call them up one at a time to sign the Declaration, thus declaring America's independence. That's it. I hope you and your students enjoy playing You Say You Want a Revolution.